So the US Supreme Court has allowed the US government to sell 69,370 BTC or Bitcoin. Well, I will give you three recommendations, dear US government, on why you should not sell your Bitcoin right now. How it started? Well, how did they get 70,000 BTC? Well, they seized that. They seized that from the Silk Road. And the Silk Road was a marketplace that was used to do illegal activities, such as buying guns, drugs, and other illegal stuff. And then the founder, Ross Ulbricht, was sentenced, and he has been there more than 12 years now. And I cannot show you a tweet of Russell Bridge saying that he has been 12 years because for some reason the recording system stops when I go to that tweet. I have tried it twice. That's interesting. I don't know if they just want to block stuff, but I don't know. It's a trend that I'm seeing when I'm recording, which is weird. But so, what are the three options? So, if you're not gonna sell the Bitcoin, okay, what you're gonna do with this almost 70,000? If you sell it right now at the prices of today, almost at $60,000 per BTC, you will get some money, but that money will cover 80% of the DEA budget, and that's it. 1 year, that's out. So, how to be smart? Well, there are three options. Number one, you can be like El Salvador. El Salvador was a fascinating country. I went there twice. And what I like it is that they created this national Bitcoin office in El Salvador. And they did remember two key things in Salvador. Number one is that they denominated Bitcoin as a currency. It's equivalent. So Bitcoin is equivalent to the US dollar and to the euro and to the Swiss franc in El Salvador. So this allows companies and banks to do transactions with Bitcoin directly as a currency. Interesting, no? And if they don't comply, well, they are kicked out. I think that's an amazing thing because that creates incentives. But second, what I like is like they're investing, they're mining, they're earning at least one BTC per day. That's the key. So they have almost 6,000 BTC right now, which is 1/10 of what the US government has. Why? Because they understood that they have to put Bitcoin in the reserve. When President Bukele announced this, price was $25,000. So it has gone up. But of course, a lot of pundits, oh yeah, Francisco, what do you think when the price goes down? Well, if you don't sell and nothing collapses, what has been happening with Bitcoin? The price goes up again because that's the nature of Bitcoin. So, guys, just follow El Salvador, just earn more BTC. And there's another country that follows the same path as El Salvador, and is Bhutan. I've never been there, I should go there. But what I like about Bhutan is that they're so smart. So they started to invest in miners, like the technology that is behind mining Bitcoin, and they started to buy Bitcoin. So now they have almost 13,000 BTCs in the reserve. That's incredible. That's incredible. And Bhutan is such a small country. You know, when we're talking about El Salvador, when we're talking about Bhutan, let's see, what is the GDP? Yeah, look, Bhutan GDP is just $2.7 billion. Crazy, now. And now, in reserves, they will own more money than their GDP. That's how crazy it is. That's how crazy. And El Salvador, let's just verify the data because I like to speak with data, guys. 32 billion. So, so from a perspective of what do you own, what do you have, it's incredible. So right now, Bhutan is growing. Is gonna, in terms of GDP and BTC, is gonna be the largest country around the world. Also, remember what dumb countries have done with Bitcoin. Germany, they have 50,000 BTC, and they just decided to sell them. I believe it's the same people that just changes the policies to turn off and dismantle all the nuclear reactors in Germany, and now they're facing a lot of problems. Yes, the same of failed policies. Failed policies. Don't do that. That's stupid. So don't dismantle nuclear reactors. Don't sell your Bitcoin. They did both. Slap face. Well, so that's one option. Follow El Salvador and follow Bhutan. But you said, okay, they're small countries. What else can I do? Well, you can use wrap Bitcoin, wrap technology. What is wrap Bitcoin or Bitcoin wrapped and all that? It's not a rap song. It's not a song. WBTC, search for it. So, what is WBTC? Imagine they put all that money in reserve, okay? And then they create a token that has the equivalent of that money in reserve. So that token could be used in other networks. That's the key thing. And they have done that on the Ethereum network. They have done that in other blockchains. And what the US government can do is they can launch their own version of WBTC. And you know, the best thing about all of this is that if they launch their own WBTC token, it's going to become the most trusted one. But second, they can make a lot of money because they can launch services, decentralized finance services. So that would be a pretty cool thing to do. You know, if they want it, they can do it. And the third option, well, just follow BlackRock. That's it. Not complicated, no? Interesting. Sometimes the results are just there. And BlackRock and a lot of financial institutions, they're launching ETFs, which allow normal people, first companies, traders, and retails to buy BTC because most people are not going to buy the Bitcoin directly. They're going to buy them through their banks, through their institutions. For example, Nubank, they did something amazing. You know what I like about Nubank? Love it. My favorite bank. But what I like is that Warren Buffett invested in Nubank. Warren Buffett hates Bitcoin, but Nubank implemented the functionality starting in Brazil just to buy crypto. Interesting, no? Because they realized that people will like that asset. So, you know, US government, don't be stupid. Um, implement, don't sell that BTC. I gave you three options. Tell me, guys, in the comments, what do you think about this? What should the US government do with almost 70,000 BTCs? And the best thing, just saying when Bitcoin reaches 100K, how will you see? Like stupid, correct? But what will happen when Bitcoin reaches 1 million? It will take time, yes. I'm not saying it's going to be reached next year. But next 10 to 20 years, the probability of Bitcoin being in 1 million is higher because what we're saying is Bitcoin is a tremendous asset that at the beginning, the banks hated them and now they love it. That's just the reality. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys today. Let me know in the comments what is your opinion. And I believe that this graph where Bitcoin is 1.1 trillion, Bitcoin was gonna become number one in the next 5 years. So just be mindful of that. So selling right now is the most stupid thing you can ever do. Thank you very much, guys. See you.